Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something that is completely different to what I normally do. I spent ages trawling the internet to figure out how to do this, and it's something that I thought I would turn into a video. And there are a couple of videos on YouTube, but I think they're American, so I'm going to show you what you can do in the UK. Or Europe, I guess. So I have suddenly developed this obsession with vintage compacts. So this is by a British brand called Stratton, and they came in different types of compacts. So there were ones that were for loose powder, ones that were for solid powder, and ones that you could put both loose or solid powder in. So this one is just for solid powder, and it came empty. And what I did was I refilled it like this. So this has got a little clip on the side and a little ring, and I'm using no correct terminology because I don't know what it is. There's a little ring that holds the pressed powder in place, and I just used a pressed powder refill and just pop that in there, clip this in, and to stop it rattling around I put a little cream puff in there like that, and then I have my foundation in a compact. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I have a set here. This was really inexpensive. This is a set in a metal tin. I think it's from the 1970s, but it might be from the early 80s. So it was unused. It's a little Stratton set, and it comes with a compact and also an atomizer. So an atomizer is for perfume, and I've already refilled this with my perfume, and it's got like a cut glass lid, and it has a matching compact in a little pouch. So this was brand new, unused, so I wanted to fill this. So I'll show you what I do. So this came with all the gubbins. So this is for both compact, for solid and for loose powder, and it gives you like a set of instructions in here. So the compact puff came with it, and it has disintegrated over time, so it is literally falling apart, but I'm going to keep it in the case. So it's got a velour back and it says Stratton England on it, but it is literally falling apart in front of me, which is kind of gross. It's actually fallen apart more since I've got it and I've been handling it. And inside the compact is a little sifter, and that is for if you use loose powder. Now I don't really want to put loose powder in a compact in my handbag because I just know it will go everywhere, so I'm just going to take this out. Again, I'm not going to discard it, I'm going to keep it, but I'm never going to use that. Okay, right, so what types, you can see that it's literally brand new, unused. So what types of makeup fit in it? So I think that Rimmel Stay Matte fits in it, but I know for a fact that the Revlon, Maxfactor, sorry, Cremepuff actually fits in there. Now this was a complete pain to get out of here because these have been designed for people to refill compacts with, but they have glued them down with some industrial strength glue. I have no words for how strong this glue is. So on the back of this there is a pinhole, and it says next to the pinhole, push pin in hole to remove refill. If you push the pin in the hole in the back, I've melted mine a bit, so excuse me, I'll come to that in a minute. If you push a pin in the back of this hole, what's going to happen is you're just going to make your powder crack and burst and go everywhere, and that kind of defeats the object of what you're trying to do. So what I did was, I've got a gas hob, I put it on the smallest ring on the lowest setting, I peeled the label off the back and I laid this on the gas hob for seconds. I took a hairpin and I pushed the hairpin in the back really gently. If it wouldn't lift, I then repeated the process. I put it on the heat for seconds, took it away, and I did this about 4 or 5 times until it had actually dislodged the glue enough that I could put the hairpin, it wasn't a pin, I put the or a bobby pin, whatever you want to call them, I put the little hairpin into the hole where it says here. So sorry, I've taken the label off, so that's why it's sticky. I pushed it in this hole. You can see it's a little bit warped, but you can see how little I put it onto the heat for because it is still really intact. I did that, and eventually it lifted, and I was really careful. I know you can push them back together, but I didn't want this to crack. And all you do with this one is put it in. that's it. And it's not a hugely snug fit. It fits perfectly, but you can get your finger in there to get it out. And if you were to tip it upside down, it is going to come out. So what I would recommend is getting a puff, putting that in there, and then that holds that all in place like that. Now the puffs are really cheap. So I got mine from Boots. It was $1.99 for a pair. So I've got nice clean puffs. So one of these and these. Sorted, and you've refilled your Stratton Compact for less than a tenner. Doesn't that look so much more attractive than that? This I hope can be recycled. I'm going to put it in my recycling and hope that it will be recycled. I'm not sure about black plastic being recyclable though, which is really frustrating, so I wish they would come up with a more environmentally friendly way of doing that. But there we go, I have got Maxfactor powder in 2 beautiful compacts. Really odd and different video for me, but yeah, there you go. How to refill a Stratton Compact.